Hey, what's up, everybody? Let the fire truck pass by. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Rox with just a little talk about what's going on at the top of the blog, so let's get to it. My thoughts and prayers still go up to the viewers who are all along the East Coast that's being pounded by Hurricane Sandy. I believe it's pretty much over, but the after effects, of course, are still ongoing. A lot of people still don't have power, and there was a lot of flooding and, unfortunately, some deaths. So I know a lot of my viewers that live up that way. I'm just hoping that you guys are all safe, hoping that your family is safe, hoping that, you know, you guys did not suffer too much damage and whatnot. Here in Atlanta, we didn't, of course, get any bad weather from the hurricane. However, we did get, I want to say, I guess, the edges of the hurricane. So we had a lot of wind here, and the weather really did drop down cold this past week, and it's just now starting to warm back up. Although we're firmly planted in the fall season, it still hadn't, normally it wouldn't get that cold this early. Yeah, so that's it. I'm just hoping that everybody up there that way is safe, and that everybody's going to get back to some semblance of a normal you know, life and routine again. Hope everybody's okay. I want to extend my condolences to the family of Natina Reed. I did not know who she was. One of my viewers had posted on my Facebook page back on Saturday if I could talk about her in my video. And you know, that group Black, I didn't know who that group was. You know, I just didn't remember them from when I was in LA. I guess it was more of a popular group out on this side of the United States. I did remember the girl from the movie Bring It On, of course. So very sad story. She was going to be, I believe, turning 33 years old a couple of days after she was hit. It just came out basically that she lived in one of those kind of motels, like kind of a seedy motel that was right along that Lawrenceville highway. And what the police believe is that she was dropped off across the street from the motel, and that she was running across the highway to get to her home. Real sad all the way around. Firstly, that she's even living in a motel like that. I read that she had been plagued with some drug and alcohol issues. She had been arrested a couple of times for like public intoxication, and also I think with DUI, which is really sad. I don't really know how broke you really have to be living in one of those seedy motels. I mean, I know that it's really hard for everybody right now. So it's just sad that she was even having to live in that situation, in that condition, you know, with some of her previous successes. But, you know, we hear that it happens to a lot of people. You cannot run across a highway. No matter how much room you think that you got to get across that highway, I can tell you that you just never can gauge how fast a car is coming down the street, especially out here in Georgia. It is so many dark streets out here in Atlanta. I'm telling you, ain't no street lights nowhere. Just an unfortunate accident. It was not a hit and run. They were trying to say that that's what it was originally, but it wasn't a hit and run. The person that did hit her was immediately pulled over and called the police. So and they're not going to be charged for anything. But yes, rest in peace to Natina Reed. She will be having her, I believe her wake is today, Friday, and then her funeral will be tomorrow, Saturday, in Atlanta, Georgia. Rihanna got her new album that's coming out called Unapologetic. As remember, I told you guys that it's coming out in November, the same day as Nicki Minaj. Rihanna has decided to come out with a VIP album. And with this VIP album for $250, let me tell you what you get. You get a 3D view master of images of Rihanna, I believe, in her album. 7 lithograph paintings of her, 7 posters, the 2 gig flash drive, I believe, with images of her, 40-page lyric and notebook of hers that I guess that she had jotted down whatever the songs were on this album that's coming. The 20-minute DVD of, I guess, maybe some live performances or concerts or backstage, you know, things that they had recorded, and you get like a limited edition vinyl of the song Diamonds. So you know, you get a lot of stuff. $250. You know, I'm assuming for like the extreme Rihanna fan that that's not really that much. You do get a lot of things. I think probably the thing I would be the most interested in would be the DVD and the lyric book. What you gonna do with the vinyl record if you ain't got no damn record player. Like, what you gonna play it on? So I guess her people are just trying to do something different, just something, and I'm sure that people will buy that. For the most part, though, I'm sure most of us is just gonna be downloading it from iTunes, or you know how some of y'all do, just get that shit on bootleg. You guys know Neffe, Neffe, who is the sister of Keyshia Cole. You guys know that there has been some sort of rift between the two of them. And we all assumed that it was because, you know, Keyshia Cole was upset that Neffe and Frankie did that show, that she eventually pulled the plug on that. From what it looked like, it just seemed like Neffe was kind of jealous of Keyshia's success, and that Neffe probably felt like Keyshia owed her more than what she had already given her. I think it's really sad that as sisters and as close as they were not able to work out their differences. I do think that Keyshia Cole is probably not the easiest person to get along with, especially watching her on her show. She got some ways about her. However, Neffe, you know, you just can't believe that your family has to take care of you just because they are successful. You know, you are still responsible for yourself and your family, your children, your husband. You can't rely on anybody else. So anyway, you guys, Neffe has a book that's coming out called The Price I Paid. They've been kind of billing it as it was going to be like a tell-all for why Keyshia Cole and Neffe's relationship went down the drain. However, I don't think that's what the book is going to be about. I think people who are looking for it to be that type of book are probably going to be sorely disappointed, because I actually read a little bit about what it might be about, and this is supposed to be more so about how the reality show gamut kind of screwed up her life, and how, you know, how to maneuver yourself through the reality show you know, waters, and what happens, the pitfalls, what to look out for, things like that. So I don't know, like, I mean, I guess that would be an interesting enough read, but if you ain't got no intentions of being on a reality show, like, what I need to know what I need to look out for if I ain't never gonna be on a reality show? Okay, I mean, it'd just be something, I guess, that I don't know. I think this is her second book. I think she had a book that came out before that did really well. I'm hoping that it happens again for her this second time around. She's being published on Tian Smalls, I believe that's how you say her name. You know, the girl that was helping Chili find a life partner. She has a publishing company, and she's publishing Neffe's book. The book will be coming out soon. She's going to be having like a debut party, I believe, at Tag's Boutique, Candy Baressa's store out here in Atlanta. For those of you guys that are interested, she's having like pre-sales, I believe. You guys just look on, I'll put on here Tian Small's Twitter page, you know, her Twitter name up here, and you guys could just go onto her thing and tweet it and see whatever you can find. But anyway, just letting you know, Neffe's book is coming out in a couple of days. I know that a lot of you guys are new to my channel and probably wasn't watching my videos back in the day when I used to tell you guys about how much of an asshole CeeLo used to be, and probably still is. So now I got a story to report for y'all. It seems that Mr. CeeLo Green back in August took this lady on a date in downtown Los Angeles, and they went to a sushi restaurant, okay, and they had a good time. The girl said she was in the car with Mr. CeeLo Green, and the next thing she knew, she woke up the next day in bed naked with CeeLo. As far as she remembered, she was not planning on sleeping with CeeLo that night, but it was very clear that they hadn't had sex. She immediately contacted the police because she felt like she had been drugged. Originally, he said it wasn't him. Then he said that it was a misunderstanding and this and that and the other. However, the police and the girl set up some sort of sting operation where they recorded Mr. CeeLo Green apologizing profusely to this girl for putting ecstasy in her drink, and just feeling like that would add to the overall experience of the date. I'm gonna tell you what, I bet you I need to be drugged too to get my ass up in the bed with CeeLo Green, okay? You know what? Them little short arms, I can't. You guys know that CeeLo is not my favorite person. I love him artistically, but as a person, he is a jerk. He was very rude to my girlfriend at the Jangles out here in Atlanta. Will never ever forget it. And even though this story disappoints me, it does not surprise me. It's looking like they got proof that he's did it, that he admitted it, and I don't know what's going to happen for CeeLo Green. They are saying that this might be the real reason that The Voice decided to you know, let him go on vacation and bring Usher in because this case was going to be coming up and they didn't want any extra shade on the show and the negativity that CeeLo Green's story is going to bring. Yeah. Homegirl woke up in bed with CeeLo. I'm telling you, if that would have happened to me, I'd have been like, it ain't never really been my dream to fuck CeeLo Green. But anyway, just letting y'all know, no hate, no shade. I wouldn't wish this kind of thing on anybody, but if he did do it, then I'm sorry. He needs to pay. Y'all, I promise you, this is the last time that I'm going to report on Katt Williams because Katt Williams has just gone crazy. You know, it don't make no sense for you to be out of the whole limelight for 2 years and then all of a sudden come back like this. Okay, he went out like this and now he's coming back with the same old drama. This time he was in Denver and he had a show out there and he came out, he did like this 10-minute long rap, and in the rap he is talking about basically everybody. He's talking about killing himself, he's talking about killing folks, he's talking about the Denver Broncos, and remember, he is in Denver. He's talking about his audience, calls them pussies, you know, just like a whole lot of foolishness. And you know, the audience, after a while, they start listening to that, they start getting offended, they start booing him. He was like, anybody who don't like it, you know, you bring your ass up here on stage and say something. So then they said some real big dude, 6'5", 6'4", like that, got up to go up there, and Katt Williams jumped down. I think they said he spit on him and tried to jump on the man, and the security had to get him. So you know, he was just like, fuck y'all, and he threw the mic and he left the damn stage. Now anybody that don't think that Katt Williams is not on drugs, okay, that ain't no shit that somebody, if you're not on drugs, you got a severe mental problem. I'm through. This is my last story on Katt Williams because it just don't make no sense for us to just keep on repeating the same shit over and over and over, right? Who else got booed? Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill, who I really do love Lauryn Hill. I love old Lauryn Hill though. I can't even say what I feel about this new Lauryn Hill. I understand that, you know, she's an artist and, you know, she's got to do, you know, what feels right for her, but you also have to remember that you have people that pay to come to your concerts, okay, and they want to see. Now people that are still paying to go to her concerts, to me, have got to be the extreme fan, because I'm telling you what, I'll be damned if after all the stories I done heard about Lauryn Hill, if I would give another fucking penny to go see her, okay, but people are still doing it. I guess they really feeling like eventually she gonna get it together. She's on tour with Nas, and after Nas did his set, and I guess Lauryn was the closing act or whatever, it took her 2 hours to get out on stage. And once she got out there and people was upset, I mean, who the hell wants to sit around for 2 hours waiting for somebody? And I don't care how much I love them, 2 hours is really pushing it. She gets out there, she's 2 hours late, people are really fed up. Now they just want to hear some music. Then she get out there, she want to get to talking, people start booing her. Then she starts fussing at the people, so they really start booing her. Then they start chanting, shut up and sing. I think that people are really tired of Lauryn Hill's antics. Like I said, y'all can keep on spending your money to see her if you want to. I'm just gonna resort to putting her CD on and just listening to it and reminiscing in that way. Old Lauryn is nothing like the new Lauryn. How many of you guys watched the behind the music of Toni Braxton? I did watch it and it was actually very good. Toni Braxton has never been like my favorite artist, but she's not one that I didn't like either. I always enjoyed Toni Braxton. I kind of, you know, remotely knew about her story, vaguely knew about her story, but it was good to see and find out, you know, exactly why she was in the position that she was, having to file bankruptcy a couple of times and things like that. What I really want to discuss with you guys though, and what I really want them to have, is a damn behind the music for LaFace Records. How is it? I mean, I don't know what kind of new math it got to be that you feel like a person that sold 20 million records is supposed to get a $2,000 royalty check. I just know something is totally wrong with that picture right there. What really annoys me about whenever we get to these conversations about LaFace Records and how they've gypped their artists, namely Toni Braxton and TLC, when they get to talking to L.A. Reid and Babyface, they act like they don't know what happened. Isn't it your goddamn company? And why is it that your company, even if you guys are not really sitting in on the meetings, even though I believe that's bullshit, even if you know that this girl is spending money left and right, it just ain't no way that shit was adding up. You can't tell me that she was spending 20 million records worth of money doing whatever it was that she was doing, and she get a goddamn $2,000 check. Man, please. Babyface was like somebody wasn't looking, and you know, her money just got messed up. But that is not good enough for me. I don't really know the business and the ins and out of entertainment law and contracts and all of that, but it just seems like they would not have, you know, because if she didn't go to court about that, then it would have just been, that would have just been a done deal. Okay, so it was like LaFace was not really willing to try to help her, even, you know, they was like, we gonna go to court, okay, and if the court decide that you ain't getting no money, then fuck it, you gonna take that $2,000 and be on your way. And you know, that was so foul. No, we need to talk to LaFace. We need to know the story behind LaFace Records. I'm tired of hearing this. It don't make no sense. It was interesting to me to hear about her whole thing with Oprah Winfrey. You guys know Oprah Winfrey is very powerful, and she can make or break somebody. So yeah, it was kind of a sad story to hear. I think Oprah at that time was right at her height, and she may have been feeling some what is it? I don't know, what is the word? Anyway, she may have been feeling like, you know, she probably been hyped up to kind of embarrass Toni Braxton on TV, but it was what everybody was thinking at that time. Okay, when people heard about it, everybody was thinking that same way. So yeah, I imagine that Oprah Winfrey thought at the time that she was doing something that everybody was thinking and everybody wanted to know the answers to anyway. In retrospect, yeah, she probably did do a lot to mess up Toni Braxton's career, because like I said, back then, Oprah was it, okay? But besides all that, I really did enjoy the behind the music. Did you guys? Everybody looked good. I thought Toni Braxton looked nice. Tracy. Tracy, no. I know for a fact that's a Virginia hairdo, because my girlfriend Debbie, when she went away for college, went back in 1988, she came home on a little break and her hair looked just like that, just burnt up, blonde, fried. I was like, why does she have her hair like that? That is so not cute. It was so brassy, and even the cut wasn't cute. And Tracy is so cute to me, but that is a no. Now there's been a little drama saying that Toni Braxton, when she filed bankruptcy that second time, that she moved some money around. I think they said somewhere around $55,000 to her husband, so that she wouldn't have to give that money to her creditors. And I don't even know why that's that big of a deal, because I think that a lot of people who know that they're going to file bankruptcy, before they do it, they do move a lot of money around. They go and run their damn credit cards up, and they go and spend and buy and do everything that they're going to do, and then they go and file bankruptcy. It happens. People do that. So I guess maybe the fact that she's done it, that still don't make it right. But I'm just saying, I'm not really surprised. If that's not like not nothing, that's not no big deal. People do it all the time when they file bankruptcy. Hey, I still like Toni. I like Toni Braxton. I thought that was a very, very informative little behind the music. You guys let me know what you thought about it. Alright, you guys, so let's discuss how we feel about Zoe Saldana playing Nina Simone in an upcoming movie. It's been a real big deal that Zoe Saldana is playing this role, and I cannot say that I don't feel like she should be doing it, because I don't feel like she should. Now, I am a fan of Zoe Saldana. I think that she's a good actress, and I think she's a beautiful girl. However, when you look at Nina Simone, namely her Afrocentric features, her Afrocentric hair, her black skin, I don't know how it is that they were able to cast Zoe Saldana in this role. Now, I know I wouldn't have no problem if Zoe Saldana, if all they had to do was put like a wig on her, because that happens, you know, if they needed to put like a small little afro wig on her or something like that. But when you look at Zoe Saldana, she has a lot of European looks to herself, because she's a mixed girl. She's very fair skinned. I know that she still wears extensions and everything, but she does not clearly have the type of hair that Nina Simone had, and she does not have the features. I feel like it's sort of a slap in the face that they are putting Zoe Saldana in this position, and darkening her skin. I mean, this is like blackface. Like, it's not okay that they put this dark makeup on this girl because she's black. That's still like kind of a parody of somebody. Like, she's light skinned, but we gonna make her dark. This is just my opinion, guys. My opinion is that they are doing too much to transform her, when they could have just got an actress who already had most of those features and those characteristics, and they wouldn't have to go through all this. I don't want to see somebody in blackface. I don't want to see a person in blackface. I don't care if they black or white, okay? I'm offended by that. You guys let me know if you're gonna go see the movie. I don't know, I think they said it comes out sometime next year, but there've been a lot of pictures on the blogs of her on set, and you know, with the modern day technology and makeup, yeah, they definitely made her look like a dark-skinned black woman with, you know, with a little afro or whatever, but still, I ain't okay with that. That shit is not okay with me. I'm sorry, it's not okay. I might have a little tea on why Idris Elba passed on the Alex Cross. Now, we was really kind of saying how he should have did that Alex Cross movie instead of Tyler Perry and his hips. It looks like Idris might have a way bigger gig than Alex Cross, and that would be of 007 James Bond. Supposedly, James Bond, they are about to end this whole franchise, and what better way to end this franchise with a big bang, something that everybody's going to be talking about, right? Well, now they're saying that they are considering Idris Elba as the first black and last James Bond, and I think that is such a wonderful, you guys just don't know. I've always been a fan of the James Bond movies. I've watched them all the way from when he was Sean Connery, when it was Roger Moore, when it was this new guy Daniel, whatever his name is. I think that's the guy that's dating Halle Berry, right? And then now we done got to Idris. If Idris Elba is the damn James Bond, do you guys know what kind of good look that would be for him? Can you imagine sitting up there with the, I'm telling you, when I hear his British accent, I get so turned on. I don't know what it is. I just know that whenever I hear that accent, that it makes me feel like a person is very smart. I don't know why it makes me feel like that, but I love a man who is intelligent and sexy and got all of that, and it might not even be true. He might be dead or he might be dumb as a doornail, but when I just hear it, man, I'm telling you, I sure would like to see some damn Idris Elba on a damn James Bond movie. We might get our wish, girls, because he has been in talks with the producers. Now, ain't nobody confirmed nothing, ain't nobody saying nothing about nothing, but I think that would be a wonderful, wonderful thing if we could watch 2 hours of Idris Elba running around, jumping off boats and planes and helicopters and as 007. Tell me what y'all think. I think this is a great look for Idris. Joe Simpson, who's the father and the manager of Jessica Simpson and her sister Ashley Simpson, has been forced out of the closet because his gay lovers, because there's a second one that's come out recently, are saying how he has basically courted them and taken care of them for the last couple of years. So I don't like when people are outed, when they're forced to have to come out like this. However, I would think that after the dust settles, this is probably gonna be just easier on his life, okay? You ain't no sense in hiding no more, because now everybody know. Joe Simpson and his wife, I can't remember her name. Diane, was it? That's Lindsay Lohan's mama, right? Anyway, him and the wife were having issues, okay? They were having problems, and in some last-ditch effort to try to work out their marriage, they went on some sort of vacation trying to see if they could really make it work. They was gone, and when they came back, Miss Simpson found some pictures of this boy that he had taken some sort of photo shoot in their home, and she was like, who is this, where he come from? So, you know, she had to confront him about it, and he eventually had to come out and say, yes, I've been having a relationship with this kid, spending money, taking money out of our account, their joint account, and spending. Now, I'm gonna tell you what, you don't even want to know that your man been spending their money on another bitch. You're really gonna be mad if you find out your man is spending money on another man? Oh, hell no. Dina is the Lohan mom. Anyway, see, the brain, it just be going all over the place. Anyway, yeah, it's sad. Now the relationship is over. He, has been forced to admit that he is gay and that he has a preference for men. Unfortunate. I guess it's embarrassing for the daughters. They're saying that Jessica Simpson, even though she was very shocked, that she's willing to stand by her father because he's still a good father. Just because he's gay doesn't mean that he's not a good father. He just wasn't the best husband. And they're saying that Ashley is having a harder time trying to accept everything. So it's just sad when these kind of stories come out, break up families, because even though they are entertainment for us, that these are true families that are really going through real life, problems. So, I guess any of y'all gay men out there, if anybody was looking to get into some sort of relationship with Mr. Simpson, well, now you can. He's open and he's available. So you guys all know by now that Basketball Wives LA has supposedly cut the entire cast with the exception of Drea and Jackie, and that they're going to do an overhaul. Reason being is because VH1 producers have said that the other girls have not been as open with their lives as their contract requires them to be. Laura and Gloria both snuck off and got married and did not let the show know and did not let them record it. I guess there has been some other issues with Brooke as well as Malaysia, even though they didn't say it, but they've said that as a whole the girls are not as open with their lives. The only one that actually has all access to their lives are Drea and Jackie. Not only that, you guys, but Drea and Jackie, let's face it, those are the only two people that we really tune in to see. Now, I know that a lot of people love Malaysia because she's a cute girl, and you know, Brooke because she's, you know, she's a sexy girl, and Gloria and Laura, I don't really know why people like them, but people do like them. As a whole, them four is not really taking that much of our attention. Now, I do like Brooke, and I think that maybe, I really wish that Brooke could stay on the show, but I don't know. I don't feel like I would really miss her if she was gone, but I would have liked to seen her stay. But yeah, the rest of them, I'm okay with them going. Gloria seems to feel like the reason why VH1 is cutting them from the show is because Matt Barnes refuses to tape on the show. None of the husbands have really been on the show, so I don't really know why she thinks that that's what they think. I think that the VH1 people think that because nobody really likes them. They're, you know, nobody likes to look at them, so that's probably more the reason, not because Matt Barnes doesn't want to film. And then, you guys, that Laura, she tried to get a little cute on the Twitter the other day and was talking about how the show should be, if they do have a spin-off show from everybody getting kicked off, you know, if it was Brooke and Bambi and Drea and all them, then it would be like the basketball jump-offs. And I was like, oh damn, you just became a wife, okay? You've been a damn girlfriend for some years now, and you had 5 kids before you was able to cement that with a damn ring and a contract that you guys are married. So yeah, kind of salty. And Brooke saw that shit and went on Twitter and was like, I know if she said anything like that she wasn't talking about me. That Laura, how soon we forget. Joseline Hernandez and Stevie J, you guys, they are back together. Are you guys happy about that? They have made it back together, y'all. They cannot live without each other. All that drama that we had these last few weeks with them, you know, falling out on Twitter and her claiming her independence and how she not letting nobody run her life and all that. Well, you guys, they back on Twitter this week and they back in love. She got a ring on, they hugged up, he's buying her furs, you know, she's calling him daddy. It's back, it's all love, it's all love. I guess these two really have to keep their names relevant because I don't think Love and Hip Hop ATL will be back on really. When I look at all the shows that are due to come on before this show comes on, I'm going to say they probably won't be back on at least until the spring, probably even the summer. So I'm thinking that we're going to just keep on hearing all the antics of these two until the show comes up. So I don't know. I you know, for any of you guys that was real heartbroken that the two had broke up, you guys could be very happy to know that them two done made it back together. And I know by now that you guys have all seen the super trailer of Real Housewives of Atlanta, which is coming on, I believe, this weekend. It is going to be a lot. Nene, I was saying that I thought that Nene and Kenya got into a fight, and it still does look like to me that them two got into some sort of confrontation. Kenya is on the blog saying, you know, listen, I have had big time Hollywood stars as friends for years and years, and I ain't never had this kind of drama in my life. You know, I go to Atlanta and it's the Atlanta dynamic. No, it's not the Atlanta dynamic. It's the reality show dynamic. I live in Atlanta and I don't have this type of drama with my girlfriends. It's just, you know, this is not normal life, you know. But Kenya Moore is saying that when she came here, that's when all the drama started. Kenya Moore is coming on and she definitely has to make a name for herself. Like I said, I believe that Nene and Kim are going to be leaving this show. I even kind of feel like Candy might be leaving the show because they've gotten so big now that they don't need this show anymore. Nene, of course, is doing the damn thing. You guys saw that she was on the new Ebony magazine, the Power and Money issue. And you know, she's in a bathtub. She's in a bathtub full of diamonds. She's got her drink, you know, and she's like, I'm very rich bitch. I'm gonna say that Nene has made it. Okay, Nene is doing well for herself. I think Kim is gonna have her spinoff show. You know, Candy's got a lot of pots in the fire. The rest of them, I don't really know what the rest of them is doing, but at least we know them three are doing something, and I believe that show is going to be going through a lot of changes. So Kenya Moore knows that she's stepping in at a time where that show is going to, you know, it's going to be doing some transforming, and this is her moment to try to get some shine. Definitely will be reviewing that show because I love Real Housewives of Atlanta. I have been reviewing that show probably since the third season, the second or third season. So yeah, you guys make sure. I think if it comes on Sunday, I'm not sure, but if it does come on Sunday, then the review will be up on Monday. All right, you guys, we do this every week, so you guys remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and you guys make sure that you come back. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.